Hand tools normally work perfectly for the job they were intended, but sometimes you need to modify that hand tool, make a hand tool hack. Here are 6 or 7 of my favorite hand tool hacks, most for the woodworking shop, some for DIY. A marking gauge normally has a metal pin right about here for scratching a mark on the board. I've modified this marking gauge by drilling a hole in it, just the right size to hold a pencil. It's perfect for rough marking a line where you might want to put a line of screws or something like that. The second tool hack is the handled countersink. You know, sometimes you need to use a little countersink bit by hand just to put a little chamfer around the edge of a screw hole or something like that. And you can just turn a countersink bit by hand, but it's a lot more comfortable if you put a handle on it. You can simply epoxy the bit right into a piece of wood and you're set to go. I use this hand tool hack all the time. You could call it the tiny knife. I took a piece of a file and glued it into a piece of wood, ground it off to make a tiny little knife. And it's just perfect for when you need to just like cut a little piece of wood off here or there. And it's safer than a much larger knife. Most people have a screwdriver like this these days, you know, the kind with a replaceable tip for driving different kinds of screws. I made an awl tip to fit in it. This is just a kind of beat up driver bit. Took it to the grinder. I actually put the bit into my cordless drill and spun it slowly while I was grinding it. And this is very handy when I need to poke a hole to start a screw, or to scratch something, maybe to mark on metal or something like that. Simple, doesn't cost a dime. This is a little more advanced tool hack because it takes some metalworking, but for scribing large circles, I brazed a little piece of tubing onto a pair of dividers and set a screw in, threaded it, and now I've got a gigantic pencil compass for drawing out large circles. This is a normal tri-square, the kind of thing you would use for DIY projects, but I filed a little notch at the end of the ruler that can hold a pencil perfectly. And what this does is it allows you to draw a line parallel to the edge of a board, like this. The last hack is a tool belt hack. And I got tired of tools kind of falling sideways in my tool pouch. So I built this little divider. It's made out of a plastic container, I think from Nesquik, a chocolate milk drink. It holds things like pliers, a screwdriver, upright, so I can grab them quickly out of my pouch. So there you go, 6 or 7 hand tool hacks to make hand tools work even better.